Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Bundle of Blox, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing how Roblox is being shut down in the USA because of this. Let's head right into it. A government shutdown on the Roblox metaverse. The Roblox metaverse, in contrast to many of their counterparts in the technology area, is viewed as a virtual world in which we may work, interact, and make purchases by many members of the USA. Now, as a consequence of the widespread pandemic, they see it as a period of time that happened in 2020 and into this year, during which the digital world overtook the physical world in importance and significance. In recent years, there's been a shift away from the assumption that physical reality is superior to and preferable to digital reality. Individuals are investing in virtual real estate, and teenagers are spending their leisure time with their friends playing video games like Fortnite and Roblox. Many people in their professions have been changed into a series of Zoom meetings. Now, it's taken years of deliberation for Facebook to eventually decide to change its name to Meta. This collision of realities brings with it the realization that the bits of privacy we may have enjoyed may soon be transformed into a dystopian nightmare in which we may be arbitrarily blocked from the virtual environments in which we live, work, and play. An attack on anonymity. In tandem with the increase in importance of digital resources in our lives, they're becoming more and more closely linked to one another. We haven't yet reached a point where everything's consolidated under a single account, but we can see where things are headed based on what's already happened. Now, identity, theft, stolen personal information, and targeted advertisements are just a few of the privacy concerns that have risen in recent years. This is particularly when it comes to using Roblox accounts as a gateway to many other platforms. Many of these issues can be traced back to Facebook's original breakthrough, which was to provide people with a strong enough incentive to register with real names. The great majority of Roblox players used pseudonyms prior to the introduction of using their real names. They operated under the guise of anonymity and on a variety of online forums. Because of the capacity to use payment services for Robux, as well as Roblox buying profiles, the vast majority of internet users now have an online identity that reflects how they interact in the digital environment. It's already had significant privacy implications due to the fact that all of those services are connected together, exposing people's personal information to hacking and other sorts of abuse. With our lives increasingly centered on the digital arena, the chances of having our data hacked and being closely monitored, among other things, grow significantly greater. As opposed to cold storage, where you only have access to your assets, putting your entire life in hot storage where it's always available and accessible. By taking this step, we open the door to a future in which anybody can access anything in the Roblox Metaverse Master profile. If a person doesn't adhere to the rules or limits that have been established, that person may find themselves deplatformed, which in our situation would mean we would lose access to our single and most crucial mode of communication and social interaction. The great dangers. There's actually been a legislative framework that's been established to address all of these scenarios. A user's US-based activity can be monitored by the federal government if the government submits a surveillance request to Google, Facebook, or Apple through the CIA, the federal FBI, or any other of its enforcement branches. The companies are not required to notify the user that their activity is being monitored. It's criminal by serious penalties for them to take a stance on behalf of a user in any way. In spite of the fact that we're unfamiliar with the legal framework of this new society, we are more valuing our Roblox lives. Already, we've achieved an unsustainable level of confidence in corporations who have proven track record of exploiting that trust and failing to maintain the information that we've provided to them. The fact that we'll be participating in these systems means we'll be essentially digital serfs, whose existence will be governed by the timetable of the platform provider. We are all on our own in the digital world, with no rights of our own to speak of, and we have no way of protecting ourselves. Is shutting down the only solution? If we become a nuisance, we may be rapidly silenced and deplatformed, depending on the situation. In the meanwhile, we'll have to keep our fingers crossed that we don't mistakenly violate an unseen boundary. In the current Roblox metaverse climate, censorship and deplatforming have unfortunately become commonplace, affecting people who were not breaking any laws, but were simply expressing an opinion that differed from mainstream, such as arguing against mask mandates, discussing COVID vaccinations, or even researching Facebook misinformation, and were as a result singled out. To put it bluntly, the only way to ensure our own security is for each of us to take full responsibility of our own decisions and actions. Given the possibility that anybody can walk into your home at any time, you keep your doors closed and take additional precaution of tightening the lock. Instead than relying on the same large tech platforms that we utilized in the Web 2 era, we want to be able to concentrate on constructing the Roblox metaverse from the ground up in a way that really puts users in control of their digital lives in the future. The only way to do this may be by a successful shutdown of the high-tech Roblox metaverse, which is why several of the world's most powerful countries are presently contemplating doing it. It goes even deeper. In the meanwhile, as Roblox and other organizations continue to build plans for the metaverse, governments throughout the world are paying close attention to what's going on. Collaborative efforts at an early stage, such as those outlined in this video, make it possible to envision and put in place a robust government structure that anticipates future requirements. For example, Roblox metaverse players in South Korea include Netmarble, Zepeto, and Ifland, among others, with Netmarble being the most popular of the bunch. A Roblox Metaverse Alliance has been founded by the South Korean government to coordinate the efforts of the several parties interested in metaverse initiatives. However, the political elite in South Korea, as well as legislators in the United States, have raised worry about this development. It's probable that both nations will be compelled to seal their virtual borders to the Roblox metaverse in the near future due to the current situation. So essentially, Roblox may soon be shut down completely in the USA. All of these reasons are pretty valid, but at the same time, we've been operating under these conditions for quite some time, and we are still doing pretty well. But all we have to do is wait and see what Roblox and the USA decides. What do you guys think about Roblox and the metaverse? Do you think the US should attempt to shut it down? Let us know in the comment section below, as we'd love to hear your opinions. But that's all we have for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, as well as turning your post notifications on so you never miss out on a future video from us. And until we see you guys next time, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen and have a great rest of your day. Bye now, and stay tuned for all of our next content.